Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new episode of the Spfl show, up to episode 21, which is absolutely frightening in itself. By far the most consistent series I've ever done, if you've ever watched the career modes. That's died after 5 episodes for the last 4 years.
Don't worry, CJ, that is same as my channel. You know, it's difficult. It's hard.
It is hard. It's very hard to play that game.
Yeah, it is. It's just frustrating.
It's just shocking. Someone saying, who's on with CJ tonight? As you can see on the screen, it's just me and unfortunately Ryan 118. Hello, Ryan.
Unfortunately, Ryan 118. You
know
what?
Made your bed now.
Well, do you know what? It's just one of the things. You know, you get up, go to uni, come home, and you just
turn up to a show, just fanny about it.
Well, I mean, I was actually going to make it right before I came on the air, and I thought to myself, "No, do you know what's more important?
The show.
This
show, perfect. I just want to ask if everyone's watching, is this live on the channel right now? Because I don't know if it's just by link or not, because it's no telling how many viewers of that we've got. So we're the first time that Google Hangouts has ever done that. So if anybody could check that for me, that'd be absolutely tremendous. It's probably me. I've probably done something wrong. Let's be fair. It's usually what I do.
Well, we're currently live on your channel, CJ. Don't worry.
How many viewers? I can't see it.
We have 125 people watching now.
Nice. Well in, troops. I love that. I love it.
Right now.
People's asking where Sharp Dev is. Sharp Dev is on holiday, smoking cigars in Cuba. He will be back for next week. I believe he's coming back Friday, is he? I think it's Friday.
Well, I don't know when he's back, but what a lucky man. He's
yeah. He's been away for 3 weeks.
Guess where I'll be next week when the SPFL show is on?
Hopefully making your bed.
I'll be in Benidorm, making another bed, as I celebrate with Celtic in this Europa League, as we take on Valencia. Remember what the last 32 feels like, CJ?
No, you'll not care for very long either. You'll not make you'll be going to be wearing your Valencia top just in case, because you always switch sides.
That's the thing. I've got
you only really talk about whoever's winning, so I don't know if you wear your Valencia top.
To Valencia, I forgot about that.
You fucked that, didn't you? Forget who you're on with. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be diving into the week's results. Sorry, talk about the Wednesday games. We will obviously reference to the cup games, but because it's called the SPFL show, I fired up a poll on Twitter. Ryan was kind enough to retweet it, so everyone's had their say and they all voted for the league games to be discussed. So, what is the first game you would like to discuss, Ryan? I'll pass it to you since I picked
that's a big honour. Thank you. Do you know what? I was going to start boring, but let's know. Do you know what? I'm going to keep Gogsy happy.
Wait, were you going to start with the Hearts game?
I was going to start with the Hearts game. Actually, I was going to think to myself, let's get that out of the way. That makes sense, get the shite out of the way. But no, because it's just not an entertaining start. I'm just going to go with Gogsy's team. Gogsy's team don't get
5.
Enough talk, but another win for Motherwell.
That's 5 in a row now for the
5 in a row. I know. This is one of the reasons I'm glad Gogs is not on the show, because we'd have to listen to him crying that Motherwell's got a chance for the title. That is probably what we'd have to listen to. But St Mirren, right? Let's be honest, they're having a great season. Probably the favourites at this point to go down. It wasn't going to be a hard game for Motherwell, but they've got the job done. They went away from home, done it a professional manner, scored 2 decent enough goals. Yeah. The first goal was an absolute screamer. If you ask me, it just rocketed in off the bar.
Was that his weak foot? Is his left foot his weak foot?
I couldn't tell you. Believe it or not, I don't study Motherwell players as much as I probably should, but I'm not.
Let's phone Gogs.
Let's get him on. It's like fucking phone a friend and who wants to be a millionaire.
Phone not a friend.
Better way to put it. Well done, CJ. That was good.
Thank you.
But St Mirren in a very difficult position. They had their fair share of chances throughout the game, but Motherwell, are they going to climb into that upper half? Are they
handle them?
Are they going to? Is Gogsy going to be able to say that we are a top half club this time next year?
Oh man, that's going to be absolutely vicious if he actually does, because nobody knows what Gogsy's actually like away from the camera, and he's exactly the same.
I know,
so full of optimism, just constantly talking about Motherwell. He's got a Motherwell pillar that he sleeps with, and that's no joke.
I think we touched on that last week, didn't we?
I think so.
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
He sends pictures and kissing his mother. It's like a whole weird thing he's got going on. But fair play to them. The goal, by the way, as well, because they absolutely battered St Mirren. Then St Mirren scored like a scripting goal where it was just came out of nowhere. And then you think to yourself, they're going to nick a draw here because Wells going to mess this up. But they end up scoring 3 minutes after that with a pretty delicious diving header as well. So that makes it 5, and I like the number 5. especially when you put it next to another 5.
I kind of cut it there. I think I might have froze.
Oh, like, perfect. I thought the show was probably the best it's ever been there.
I know. Just imagine that, the CJ Novo 992 show, just basically a channel.
Oh my God. $1 million idea. Let's kick him out. The 992 show, let's see it, the comic.
It's been nice. I'll just let Arthur Boric roll on my screen for now.
No, I didn't do that. Even Bournemouth fans didn't want that.
I probably know, actually.
No, it's fun. But anyway, it was a good result for Motherwell getting 5 in a row. St Mirren, like we kind of talked about, since they've got rid of Hamill, well, Hamill was recalled, they just look light, and they're my by far favourites to actually go down. They're drop bait, you know what I mean?
For a long time, I was saying it was going to be Dundee. I was sure it was going to be Dundee. I wanted it to be Dundee. Neil McCann got the sack, still thought it would be Dundee. But I was
backing him until McCann got sacked, and I was like, all right, you're sacking McCann, yeah?
Oh, you had to sack McCann, didn't you? You just had to do it. Just
got a good result against Celtic. Was it not against Celtic or something? And then he got the draw. And then he got sacked like 2 days later. I'm sure there was a good result, and then we were all surprised that he actually got sacked because we were like, is that going to be the performance?
Was it against Celtic? I don't think it was against Celtic. But no, I was something I was going to say. There was something I was going to say about St Mirren, and you've just made me completely forget. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, that was like, it was nice to see John McGinn, you know, showing a bit of support for his brother on Twitter as well after scoring a goal.
Yeah, I've seen I think it was Talking Boz that retweeted it or something.
Yeah, we got brotherly love in there. Can't beat it. And as we all know, John McGinn is Scotland's greatest export, so.
Well, he did certainly say no and moved on. But anyway, we'll carry on anyway. Ross Livingston says, sorry guys, I'm late. Don't worry, I've not missed much. I've had to carry the show while Ryan's lit it all down. There's been a couple of Free Wallace comments from Ross Watson. Standard. Thanks, Ross. Someone says, it's 4:20 and I'm here till 5:50. Thank you, mate. I greatly appreciate that. So let's move on to the next game, shall we? And I want to talk about one game that had a late penalty, because that seems to be what happens all the time. And no, it's not Rangers. Stop it. Stop it, Scottish football. The tweets are shit, okay? Have you seen every club, as soon as they get a penalty, they do the same joke?
It's just kind of basic, you know, at this point. And I'm not going to lie. It's annoying me. It's annoying everybody.
It's just shit patter. The first game was funny. Now it's about the 17th club it's done it in 2 days.
It's just, yep. I mean, it was at first, you know, I thought, I can't remember who the first club it was. I was like, it's funny.
No, but it's brutal.
Now it's just dragged on. Let's get it. Let's move on.
Yeah,
I mean, this is going to be another week where we're ranting about referees. I mean, last week we certainly done it for.
It was about 40 minutes in moaning about refs. Well, I'm sure we're going to be speaking about them when we get to the Rangers game. You know what I mean? Because there's obviously the Morelos incident to talk about, so we'll go there.
There's a lot to talk about. So what's the game I'll talk about here? On you go. See.
Right, I'm going to go with Dundee 2, Kelly 2, which was surprisingly potentially goal of the actual day. Apart from I think Aberdeen and Rangers sort of won that overall because of the. Just had everything, but Dundee 2, Kelly 2. There was actually a surprising amount of quality coming from Dundee. They're really starting to hit their stride. Their first goal was absolutely brilliant from Nielsen. Takes the ball down, brings it down, and just sort of beats the defender. I think he actually, no, the second one's actually the one he toe poked, and I love the second one because it's just an old-fashioned toe poke. You know what I mean? Yeah. Outside the box, just a daisy cutter, bang, bang, and at the bottom bin. Now, the second goal from Dundee was actually a mistake by Powell, who's just been in an incident with Ryan Jack. And it shows that when he actually does kick the football instead of Ryan Jack's head, he's just as shit. Because he actually passes it way back, sees defence, horrible back pass. Nielsen reads it, runs through, bangs it in. Anyway, Kilmarnock ends up coming back twice to make it 2-2. And then you're thinking to yourself, is it going to be the Kilmarnock show? Because there was save after save after save. There was 2 goal line clearances from Dundee. And you're thinking, Dundee's been very unlucky. They're going to lose this right at the last minute. But believe it or not, they counter-attack with Kenny Miller making a late run into the box. Have you seen this incident, Ryan?
I have seen the incident, yes. Right.
I'm going to get your thoughts in just a second, right? But Kenny Miller stops, turns right, the defender runs by him, has a slight little kick out him, but Kenny Miller continues to play on, knocks it by the goalkeeper, falls, gets given a penalty, he steps up, then misses the penalty. Awful penalty, by the way. No power, no pace. Does it look like yours, to be fair?
I mean, I think you'll find my penalties were actually quite powerful. I put quite a wee bit behind them.
That's true. If I've still not got that ball back.
No, with my left foot, mind you. My left foot, they were horrible penalties.
Mine was perfect. That had a great.
Aye, but you know, Kenny Miller, you see Kenny Miller bearing through and goal, and you think to yourself, there's a chance here. Goal. Yeah. I mean, as much as I hate Kenny Miller, I've always said it, I always will say it, even for this day and age, at the age that he currently is, what is it, 39 now, 40 maybe? He's still a fantastic. Potentially, he could be moving on. I've always said that as much as I hate him, he's a smashing player. He scores goals, he does his job. So when you see him building at a keeper like that, I got a goal here where he gets the penalty. I don't know. I just thought he was a shot instead of
me too.
Like,
he seemed to slow down.
Confused. I know. And then the defender's falls in his arse. I mean, like, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, is there a place for a shot here? And then he gets a penalty, and as you said, penalty was quite woeful. And Dundee will be kicking themselves for that because
that could be a massive 3 points.
If they got that 2 points above the point that they go, let's be honest. I don't see St Mirren being able to catch up even with that short margin. Like, I really don't with the way they're playing. I think that could have literally been it.
Yeah, like I can't say in the last week saying I see St Mirren won like 1 or 2 more games the rest of the season, so that could have been vital to their whole hang. But we have to talk about, was it a penalty or was it not a penalty? Because if you read the comments, people are saying that Kenny Miller played for the penalty because he actually puts the foot on the goalkeeper, knocks the ball far too far away from him, and then falls. Like, does it buy? Do you think it's a penalty? Let me know in the comments as well. I'll read some out. Do you think Kenny Miller incident was a pen? Ryan, what's your thoughts?
I can see where people are coming from when they say, "Oh, Kenny Miller's put his foot," because as I watch it on repeat,
Defoe just done that versus Kilmarnock. Literally exact same. Puts his foot down, then falls there. It's like inciting contact.
It's just weird because as I say all the time, it's just that if a referee sees contact now, it just automatically becomes a penalty. It's just that way where players know they can get it, so they will take it and they will do anything they can to take it. So. I don't know. I can understand where people come from. I think that's quite a difficult way to judge.
My only thing is, I think he's knocked the ball too far away to the right, so that's why I think he's in control of the ball.
That's true.
Because if it gets by the goalkeeper, I'm sure the right back's coming. If I'm remembering the highlights properly, I'm sure the defender's already there.
Aye, that's true. I don't know. It's a dodgy one, isn't it? It's just the way he kind of leans right into it. He's asking for it. He's like, bring me down.
Someone, Mike Bray asking, Ryan, is that a Raptors hoodie?
Yes, it is actually. It's a Toronto Raptors hoodie.
Do you just support any basketball team who's winning?
No. Let me go through the story. Right. Let me go through the story. My basketball team is the Houston Rockets. I love the Houston Rockets, but this is the best team in the East, and also is the team of Drake. I'm going to see Drake next month. I decided to myself, why not get a Raptors hoodie?
So you're a glory hunter. We already knew that, right?
I'm not a glory hunter. I'm like fashion. It's a very nice jumper. Let's be honest.
So see if you take the Raptors and you put Rangers, would you have bought that if it was the exact same style? If I said Rangers and the Raptors, would you have bought that? Yes or no? I didn't think so. Absolutely not. No. So me personally, I don't think it was a penalty because I don't think he has control of the ball. I think he makes the contact for himself very cleverly. Man, he's a very clever centre forward. Everyone kens that. I rate Kenny Miller. Yeah. I like him. If he had the ball just slightly closer to him, I think he would have won the penalty quite well. But I don't know, man. I guess that's hard. I think the fact that me and you still can't agree or even disagree that it's a penalty shows maybe how hard the actual call was.
No, it's definitely it's a difficult one. It's just one of the ones, as I said, where it's just in modern football, it's just always going to be given. It's just always got to, like, I think any referee in any league is going to look at that and go a penalty because there's purely contact right in front of him and he can see it. But I don't know. I think I swim out to decide that it's not a penalty. Yeah, it's just a very difficult way to decide. And I kind of give a certain. I'm just like,
Billy Kay says, if the refs are getting the decisions so wrong that their bosses are having to dig them out, is it time for a change? I think we pretty much broke that down last time. There needs to be a change. 100%.
That is one of the main things I can ask for is a change.
Sorry to interrupt, mate. I'm actually going to defend you a wee bit. Ross wants to say replace Ryan with Paul. Ryan actually does the work and actually is willing to go and watch all these games and take the notes. As much as I hate him, and trust me, I hate him, but at least he puts in the work. Other people on the podcast, there are a reason they're doing it. It's because they didn't want to do the work. So annoyingly, I have to feel sick after saying that. But yeah, I just wanted to address that because I've seen a couple of comments on Twitter as well. Get this. Nobody wants to do the work. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of notes.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm fucking doing the work right now because I feel like I'm living in a sauna. Like, I feel like I might actually break down.
Probably because your covers are on.
It's just.
Don't know what that means. I just wanted to take another dig at your covers.
I'm just trying to think how my covers been open with just, don't want to. In 2 weeks when I'm back in the show, when I'm golden brown, I'll make sure that the bed's nicely done for you, CJ.
Tidy. I like it, mate. I like it all day. Sure right. So that was actually the Dundee. It's a good probably point if you're a Kilmarnock and maybe if you look at it to the end of the season, it's probably a fair result because Kilmarnock did have two.
There was only one thing I wanted to bring up about that. That's a couple of. Where was the game before that? Kilmarnock I'm trying to think. They dropped points a couple of times.
Kelly was they dropped points again last week because I said it was the shock of the fucking week.
like that's a wee bit of a slip here, you know, like 2 minutes ago they were second place. I was
beat off Hearts 2-1.
Second place. That was the result. That was the one. And now they're doing it fourth. Like they're still drawing points with Aberdeen. And I still have faith they can finish in the top 3 above Aberdeen, because I think Stevie Clark is just very organised and knows what he's doing. But it's a wee bit of a shocker considering like only 2 minutes ago they were above Rangers. As I said, slipping off a wee bit. Will it continue? Can they pick it up? That's the question.
Well, let's see how they get on against Rangers in the Cup on Saturday. Oh, wait, that's already happened. Because it's like 4 days later. But anyway, next game, mate, you can pick it.
Oh, right. I don't want to pick. I always feel like I always go for Celtic, so I want to change up. Let's just get out the way. Hearts and Livingston. Let's just, because last week last week I'm sure I saved the 0-0 for last. We saved the 0-0 for last.
Such a shit ending to the show.
And it was like that. Wow, we have came so far just to talk about this shit.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what this was. It was shit.
Very surprised, because I really thought it was going to be a good game.
I thought that was going to be a cracking game, because we know how good Livingston have played this season. Hearts have been picking up big time, and that was the main shot. Like, you know, I'm not too surprised that Livingston went to Tynecastle and didn't manage to score a goal, because we know how Hearts can defend. We know they're a great team at defending. Craig Levein kind of, you know, bases his whole game around defence. And I didn't expect Livingston exactly. I didn't expect Livingston to go there and score goals. But what I did expect was for Hearts to get a few, considering they have picked up the form big time over the past month since their best players have came back. And they just really did nothing in this game, which was surprising. And perhaps a disappointment. They did score a goal, didn't they? It was offside.
Yeah, they got ruled out.
I suppose. I got ruled off.
Correctly, I think so as well, by the way. I'm pretty sure it was offside.
I would say it was offside as well.
So give them credit for that.
But the surprise of the weekend, perhaps Liam Kelly, though, back with a clean sheet.
That's good to see for his confidence. Hopefully that gets him back to his early season fun, because after the mistake against Rangers, they made another one the next game week, but hopefully that rides them forward. He's a very good goalkeeper. I rate him a lot.
Yeah, he's a very good keeper, and I know that firsthand after watching him fucking keep Celtic at the game in December.
I like that.
But I mean, just
you're super bloody, mate.
Am I super bloody?
Oh, that's fixed. It's fixed now.
Oh, there we go. So you see, there must be something in between, you know, their distance. Just
a lack of personality for your end. I think that's what it is.
A lack of personality. Wow.
Okay, I'm sorry, mate. It's because I said something nice about you, so I feel like I need to be extra harsh on you now. I'm feeling it, lads. I'm starting to get warmed up.
Oh no!
Plus, you started off air. Remember. But anyway, some people saying hashtag free Rocky, hashtag Gogsy's greeting. You could possibly be hashtag free Ryan's mattress, and hashtag Ryan make your bed. I like that one. If everyone could start that hashtag.
I won't start make my bed. I feel lazy, but I'm not lazy, so. We know that firsthand. Somebody also in the chat, Ross Livingston, says that, Ryan Mullinate, do you know the Celtics exist? But what fun would it be supporting two teams with the same name? And plus, the Celtics have been shit for a long time.
Plus the Celtics.
Yeah. Not the Glasgow Celtic, they've been great for a long time.
Well, but my notes, by the way, just for literally what I had on the Hingy game, I went, boring, very surprising, offside goal, correct decision. That was it. That's all. I think that's it.
I think, you know, it was summed up very nice by the header that I seen on the BBC, and it was not a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
It certainly was not a thing of beauty. It was horrifying to watch.
Yeah,
and I'm glad it was now televised.
I'm glad we've not left it to the last, because we totally done an anticlimactic finish. When I was watching the show back, it was like, good game.
But last week I'm sure we forgot that, didn't we? Like, we forgot it, and then it came back, and then like, there was a 0-0 here that we have to talk about, and we finally came back to it.
Right, but, next game then I shall pick, and it was going to be a very, very big win for Hamilton. Accies 2-1. It's actually Brian Rice's first win as well as manager, which is obviously going to be a massive result for him and get some confidence. If I'm honest with you, they fully deserved it. Which I'm pretty sure I picked this in Johnson win. I think we both picked this in Johnson win, if I'm honest, but that was the real surprise.
I've lost my prediction sheet. I can confirm for the prediction sheet that none of us got a correct score. Not one. Thank
you for tuning in, everybody.
I looked at that directly after the games. I noticed that. I didn't notice how many results we got right now. But a big time for Hamilton, you know, changing managers. I can't believe
2 good goals.
Was it last week? Was last week the first show with football in Cannon, or was that the show right before he was sacked?
That was after, because we always say whenever we talk about a manager, he gets sacked 2 days later.
Aye, that's the one. That's the stuff. But 2 good goals. I mean, this is going to be a big time of change for Hamilton. I can't remember exactly what I said last week, but if I did say the same thing, I'm sorry. I'm just going to summarise it very quickly again, because I have a feeling I probably did say it last week. But they had Martin Cannon at the club for the last few years. Big time for change. It's never easy to adjust to a new manager, especially when you're a struggling side. And Hamilton are a team who are always going to struggle. I mean, financially, they're not up there. No. So seeing a new manager come in is never going to be easy. And they've started off by getting a win against a team who have been, really good this season. And maybe St Johnstone just lacking that slight edge.
I think they've lost all confidence. See, since they've played yous that many times.
Exactly, that's what I was about to say. They've played Celtic week in, week out for the last month. They've had Celtic. And it's probably not healthy. And that's one thing that needs to be looked at as well. But Scottish football, I think that we need to increase the amount of teams in the league. Just my opinion.
Or how many times you play.
I don't know how, if you agree, but I mean, 16 teams at least. Come on. Let's just look at other leagues like the Dutch league and that. But back to Hamilton, St Johnstone. 2 good goals, a very good result. And it wasn't even one of the ones where I thought it was fluky. Because I think a lot of the time when you look at the struggling teams in the league, when they manage to get a win, you sit there and you go, off the goals are scrappy, blah, blah, blah.
It's one of these bullshit games.
Hamilton actually fought for the win. They played well. And maybe this is going to be a nice wee bit of motivation for the players to kick on and try and gather as many points as possible.
Yeah, I really like the first goal as well because of the determination of the winger. He sort of cuts inside out, he's holding off a player, and actually instead of shooting for a stupid angle, he passed it. And I was like, Gogsy should have been watching that to realise what a teammate actually is.
Take some tips.
Yeah, I really like Oakley with a couple of good finishes. I know St Johnstone scored nice goals, but I actually want to just mention one player for St Johnstone's side of things because I think he's been terrible now for about 3 or 4 weeks, and he was just absolutely rinsed rotten versus you lot yesterday or day before, whenever it was, and that was Foster. He's dog meat, man. How can he go on the radio and talk shit about players when he's absolute dog meat now?
He's, I mean, you're not looking at the greatest of quality. These teams, but to
be honest with you, I've still not forgiven him for missing an open goal versus Valencia that would have put us through the last 32 of the Champions League about 10 years ago. But apart from that aside, I still hate him for other reasons as well. Fucking open goal. I take the bar. I was there with my dad. My dad never spoke to me for like 5 days after that.
I mean, I can't. I think I can remember seeing it on Twitter. I'm thinking about it. It's like, yeah, that's why.
It's a badging, mate. I'll never forget it. Yeah. But honestly, I thought he was rinsed rotten in this. In like the last 2 weeks. So I just wanted to mention that because I know, like, I try and be fair and give everyone sort of reflection. But yeah, he's definitely a weak link. If I was a St Johnstone fan, I'd be wanting a replacement for him pretty pronto. And it looks like Xander Clark's lost a wee bit of confidence in the goal as well. Talking a lot like Liam Kelly. I thought after his star performance against Hughes, where I think you eventually broke him down after some bad defending, he's a wee bit, I don't know, a wee bit tentative, I think, in front of the goals.
It doesn't help when you've got defenders in front of you that are probably lacking confidence as well. I still firmly believe he's a fantastic. I mean, his stats right up into that Celtic game were unbelievable.
Superb.
I imagine Tommy Wright, they've had too good a first. That first half of the season they had were really, really, really good, really well done.
They broke their club record and everything. Yeah,
exactly. They need probably just that couple of games, and this really should have been one of them. When you look at a side like Hamilton, you should think, right, this is the game where they get back. But there's going to be that wee bit of rusty side of the game, a wee bit of what's the word? Forgot. Just a wee bit of lack of motivation, morale, such. There was a word I was thinking, but it's just completely gone in my head. That's always going to be there straight away. I think they'll get back to business over the next couple of weeks. I can't remember who the next game is, so I need to look at that. But I don't believe this is going to be a point. I know they're damaged confidence after playing Celtic. That's clear to see, but I do feel they will pick it back up. I don't see them falling.
I know we're not talking about the cup games, but I thought they were dreadful against Celtic. Like, they just looked like they're turning up to get beat. Like, that's what they turned up to get beat. They were never
in the game from the start, right to the end. I think they're just happy to get this run of games out the way, and they need to get back to McDermott Park, playing in their own stadium. Get the keeper back playing his best. Get the whole team back playing the best.
Drop Forrester or whatever his name.
And I think they'll be fine. I don't think there should be an overreaction or such with St Johnstone fans. They'll get back to normal. But who knows? Maybe this time next month we could be seeing them right down the bottom of the bottom half.
You never know, mate. You just never know. That's the tale of Scottish football.
Yep, exactly. I mean, we always know who wins the league, but we never know who's
Rangers 54 times. Do you want to just dial me up to 2? I'm at 1 now, Ryan. I'll happily go with 2 at the end of the show, mate. I will. Do you want to pick the next game, mate? I'll let you pick and be nice to you.
Well, you know what? I feel like the majority of events happened within the game that's going to come last. So, do you know what? We'll just move and get Celtic and Hibs out the way.
Hey, well done, Ryan. You're putting him out the way so you can talk about the Rangers.
Just purely because there is far more controversy and such to talk about in the last game.
Well,
let's keep that for the end.
Well, there's a couple of decisions I want to ask you. I know we've already kind of talked
we've kind of spoke about them on Twitter, like, personally, but it was a game that I never managed to get to. I was fucking working.
That'd have been annoying because that's basically your left bollock and your right bollock just playing with each other there, eh? Celtic and Hibs. That was
but it's not the same. It's not the same anymore though. Lennon's gone. It's just
yes, he is.
It's not the same. And I can see I've not even got Europe there now, but I can see that smile.
What?
I can see that smile. Let me just click on Google Hangouts. That's the smile. I knew it was going to be there.
Well, where is Lennon? Where is Lennon? Mine. That's it.
Anyway, Celtic Hibs. I never managed to get along yet. But domination, complete and utter domination.
Disappointing, yeah.
The same story as maybe yesterday. With St Johnstone, it just seemed like they never turned up. They were never there. For the highlights from what I've seen, it's just completely one-sided. One thing I feel really bad for, I want to bring up this game, was the fact that Big Bio looked as though he was going to get his debut for the club. Gets up,
centre forward.
Yep, new guy. Yeah. Gets up, gets the kit on, then fucking Izagiri is murdered, and we only have one sub left, so Rodgers has to go, right, you sit down because we need to bring on a defender. I felt really bad for that. But Christie getting goal, Oliver Buck, I'm telling you,
he's looking good, to be fair. I hate to say that, but powerful running. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, he does a lot of hard work. He's willing to do anything.
His finish, though, in case, because obviously a majority of maybe not seen it, is a deflected finish, though, let's be fair. If that doesn't hit, that's gone straight to the goalie. That's the one I think he needs to improve on, because he can run by everybody, but when he gets in front of goal, he's like...
he's finishing naturally isn't a striker, to be fair to the guy. But a lot of people who were critiquing Celtic for bringing in Oliver Buck, saying he's not good enough to get into the West Brom starting team. What makes him get into the Celtic team? He's done. Blah blah blah. This, that, the next thing. The guy is young. The guy is hungry. He's shown that completely so far at Celtic. And right now, out of the 3 signings we've made, probably been the most impressive of the 3. His weekend performance also summed it up against St Johnstone. 2 great assists.
He went off injured, didn't
he? I don't know if he was injured. I know he went off. I've not looked at it.
Oh, right, I've seen. I'm sure it was. I'm sure talking balls, like, because obviously they gave me all the updates and that. So
that's great for Thursday. That's absolutely beautiful.
I love shitting in your breakfast, mate. That was brilliant.
Honestly, I don't know that. But he's frighteningly fast. Just needs improving that finishing. I
do want to ask you a couple of questions. I know we've spoke about it, but I've got to be fair. Right, Burke's dive.
I've seen that getting thrown about, and I've been seeing that.
Are you going to call it as a dive, or are you going to make an excuse?
It's a dive. It's obviously a dive. It's like, I'm not going to sit back and say it's not a dive when there is absolutely no chance I can back myself up.
Like, no one near.
Like, how can I possibly get that video up and say that's not a dive? Look, the only thing that I can think of that gives him even a slight part of an excuse is the fact he might have fell out his own feet. Maybe he's just lost his balance.
He throws his arms up there.
I know, it's like maybe he's lost his balance. He shot himself. He said, right, hands out, save myself when I fall. That's the only thing I can think of.
I
don't think it was a dive. It was a dive. I don't think it was overly dramatic about it though.
He did look to see if the referee was giving him a
penalty. You're not just going to look though. Like if I was playing in this YouTuber, if I was playing the YouTuber charity,
mate, if you fucking dive at this charity game.
And I threw myself to the ground. If I threw myself into the ground instead of Smear, and I even thought there was a slight chance. I would have looked. You would have know. I would have looked up to the referee as well and gave him a wee cheeky look, just in case. But it's definitely a dive.
Right. So just to be fair, right, obviously it's a dive and everything like that. And I've seen some people when I mentioned it, because I've done like a wee intro selling, just taking the piss out that you came. I'm like, whenever I see anything funny in Scottish, I like doing it. So some of the comments and backlash that I got with some of this shit was like, aye, but he never got a penalty though, so what's the problem? But I'm like, diving's still diving, is it not? Doesn't matter if you con the referee or no, it's still diving.
Dive's a dive.
I absolutely lambasted Sadiq when he dived. Like against Aberdeen, I roasted him so rotten. I think he's in the 3rd division of the Dutch football right now. I don't care where he is.
Is that where he is? Is that where he is now?
No, I think is it the Belgian league? I think it is. I'm not sure, mate. But he went back, and I even called it my own player because I thought that was an awful dive. When I seen that, I was like, wait. And I couldn't wait to get you on the show to ask you about it.
I do hate diving. I absolutely hate it. I mean, it's cheating at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think it was 1-0 at that point as well. I think that's the case. Is it 1-0?
But I'm just gonna. I wasn't at the game. I didn't actually know about it till you asked me. So
I never asked you. I showed you a video, and I was just like,
how's that? Yo, what's that?
You did think you were typing for a long time. I realised you must have been trying to think of what to say.
I was either thinking what to say, or I was probably don't know.
Wait for sun so you could get busy and no reply to it.
Up to my knees and fucking cow parts.
Oh wow! You almost won a whole new demographic there. Unlucky son. You almost jumped up to 25k alongside me. Right, let's talk about the next thing then. And you've got a Scott Brown challenge. So have you seen this one?
I've seen that. You showed me that. You couldn't miss it in this CG. You were wanting to show me everything.
No, I'm going to be fair because I'm going to talk about. We've got so many things to talk about. So, what's your thoughts on it? Obviously, sports scene, everything like that just kind of ignored it. Even cut out their package, which I thought was lovely. How did you feel about the challenge? I think you've got a different opinion than me with this one.
I mean, I think that's just the story. Everything. Oh, hold on, I'm being invaded yet again. Nice, love it. No, I'm not. I think I'm not.
Are you all right? Is this?
I'm being invaded by people. You know, it's just such a horrendous deal. I forgot the one thing I forgot today before we went live today was say like, oh, by the way, I'm still in the live stream. That was the one thing I forgot today. So they're doing this. Who's currently knows I'm all doing a live stream. Scott Brown challenge. See, the thing is, I feel like I need to go back and rewatch it. But what was that I said to you? I thought to myself.
You thought I think you said it was like a bad challenge, but it isn't meaning it or anything like
that. That's what I was saying. It's bad, right? It goes
horrific. He's fucking off about the ground about that.
Aye, right. But I don't. It looked like there was no intent.
Do you think if Morelos or Ryan Jack done that, he'd have been on the field? Tell me the truth. If Morelos done that challenge versus a centre half, would he have been sent off or yellow carded?
Morelos definitely.
Sent off.
He'd be off. He'd be off.
I mean, fair play. At least you're honest, mate. I like that.
He would definitely have off. But that's the thing. It's just Morelos doesn't do himself any favours. You've got to admit that. Like, he does not do himself any favours.
Competitive bastard. If
it's like a lot of
Scott Brown, he could get away with it.
A lot of people get this impression that Scott, like that aren't Celtic fans, that Scott Brown is also the same as Morelos when it is completely untrue. Absolutely untrue. I seen a stat on Twitter the other day, and I already see David McDonald, Bruno's a thug, blah blah. He's had very little, you know. He's obviously a player who likes to get in about it, but a majority of the time, you do obviously get the highlights that are thrown in, and they show you the instance where he has been maybe a bit rash, maybe a bit reckless. You do see that.
Fucking elbowed Kenny Miller, one of the old firms. He's done it to Jason Ho. He's done it.
There is times like that, but when it comes to general tackles and such, he's not too bad. He wins unless he knows he's not going to. I can't even think what I was going to say. I don't think it's that bad, but it's probably.
I just want to clarify though that you were pretty fair and said if Alfredo Morelos done that challenge, he'd have been off because he's a bit that off the ground.
I think that's the thing though. There is definitely this thing going about Scottish football where players building a reputation like that are just going to be game referees no, just to turn it. I don't feel like it is. I think referees do have a right to it because they know, right, I don't want any of this in the park, let's get them off. Sometimes you wish they would approach each game with a kind of like, all right, clean slate.
I don't think there should be a point system ever. I don't think you should ever say, "Oh, the guy." Even just say Burke, like because obviously clearly died versus him. See the next week if he goes down in the box. I don't think the referee should think, "Oh, he died last week, so let's not give that." I don't think it should ever be a penalty system. So if Morelos got sent off one week if it is a challenge a couple of weeks down the line, you say, oh, he got sent off, so he's probably done something dirty. It should always be a clean slate. You should never point score.
I know I feel like they should go into each game like treating every player as an equal, as a respectable man like each other.
Sorry, Ryan. David Davis says, Ryan, why have you got tiny scissors on your hand?
I don't know. I just do this thing sometimes when I'm speaking. That was
really weird and intimidating.
I like to pick up stuff, and it was the first thing I seen. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up. That was a tip that I learned actually from my 6th year business teacher. They told me when you're speaking and you feel like you're not doing it,
just don't run with them.
He actually said a pen. But I've replaced it with scissors, of course. It's why. To be honest, I think Brown's tackle it's quite bad. And to be honest, I could understand if it was given as a red card and why it would be given as a red card. But I don't believe there was any intent behind it. I think he's honestly went in to go for the ball, and unluckily enough, he's managed to take away the player's legs.
That's a similar motion. I think fucks him. Like, see where he's all fit when he knows what he's doing. He's leaving a wee bit on there. But the last one, I mean, we see that in Sunday League. That's a challenge. I get that about 20 times whenever I play. I mean, I get no's and everything, but that's a challenge you get all the time. They came what they're doing. Last one, I just want to ask you, because we're going to talk about the Hibs, obviously, like, challenge on. Is it Aguirre? Is that how you pronounce it?
He's Aguirre.
Right, sweet. So we'll speak about that in a minute. But what about the elbow? Was it Big John? What's his name? John Joe or something like that? How do you pronounce his name?
John Joe?
Like, what's the guy that done the elbow? I can't ever pronounce it. Is his first name John Joe? Have you not seen this elbow?
I'm going to be completely honest with you, CJ, and say I haven't. See, I've seen every game, and I've only seen the Celtic goals. That's the thing.
Right, okay, fair enough, mate. Jonzo, that's it.
Jonzo.
I took a wee typo there.
Jonzo.
Do you know you can your own centre half? His first name's Jonzo.
Oh, Jozo.
Jozo,
right. Yeah, I was like that. Jonzo. I've seen the messages come from the chat saying Jozo. And I'm like, bloody hell's Jonzo?
Well, bro, mate, is that next to Necham as well, is it?
Jesus. Oh, Jozo Siminovic.
Siminovic. That's it.
Siminovic. Say after me.
Did you not see that elbow? He fucking nearly knocked the boys' head right back to last week's results.
No, I've not seen it, no.
Jesus Christ,
honestly. I was in work late, go to my bed, had uni the next morning.
All right, so I'll just ask the chat then. Do you think that should have been like reviewed or anything like that? Because I was very, very surprised then when it was. Sorry I didn't ken his fucking first name. You know what I mean? Sorry I didn't ken his home address.
I'm picturing the scene in Croatia. Picturing the scene in Croatia, the buff. Mr. and Mrs. Siminovic, what would you like to call your son?
Big Jonzo. Oh, sorry, Jozo's much better, isn't it?
Jozo, at least.
It was like a lassie's name.
Yeah. What about Jermaine?
Ooh, that sounds like fucking MBE. So that sounds like, right? Potential. He's got a future with that lad. But anyway, the last one I want to talk about is obviously, to be fair, on the other side. These were all decisions, by the way. The reason I'm mentioning them is because they were all ignored by the SFA's compliance officer. But one was reviewed by the compliance officer, which was obviously the horrific challenge got taken away from on Aguirre, which is basically like a double leg breaker. That should have fucking broke both his legs. That was horrific.
And you know, it just leaves us in a beautiful position for Thursday. An absolutely beautiful position. Now, you must be licking your lips right now, CJ. You honestly must be loving the time coming up for Celtic.
I mean, that's never been said before. I'm loving the time at Celtic. What?
Because this could be beautiful for you. We have got a tough schedule. We've got to
head to not got about 22 players out injured.
We have got.
We're not going to call the SFA because we have got injury. Let's finish up the Celtic game. We talk about this and see how you feel heading over the next month. So we've got a starting 11 worth of injuries, right, and some of them being some of our best players. Kieran Tierney's out. Edouard is floating in and out of injury. He seems to be back, but he's floating in and out of there. Aye. You've got Griffiths obviously on the sidelines as well. There's a lot of issues with injuries, so that's first. Second, we're heading over to Spain. We're playing one of the, on paper, best teams in their country, potentially the best league in the world. They could do damage. They could destroy us. They could absolutely pump us. Yeah, Forrest, what's his name? Forrester facing Johnson. He's brilliant against Valencia. We've
got a tough tie against them. We've got to head over to Europe. Do you believe that this could be a time for Celtic's confidence to be damaged, and for Rangers, just maybe, although there is that 6-point gap, just maybe.
I think we've seen it in previous seasons. 6 points is fucking nothing. You know what I mean? We've seen it for Bath, and remember we were 10 points clear, and obviously you've got Helicopter Sunday one season. I done it. This whole advantage that doesn't bother me to like. There's 5 weeks left. Then I'll start paying attention to it. It's far too early. 1 or 2 more injuries to our squad, we could be wrecked. User got basically named it, but still win. I don't understand. It's annoying me. But I don't know. Like this 6 point gap, I think doesn't bother me until the last couple of weeks of the season. But on paper, it looks like it's a good idea to play. But when do we play? Was it 4 weeks? Something about that.
March the 20th. It's right at the end of March, right at the end.
Why do I keep thinking it's the end of February, mate? It's because of that.
Because usually every year, well, the last couple of years, it's been on my birthday weekend, in fact, which is right at the start of March, pretty much. And this year it's been moved back slightly, so quite annoying.
Yeah. So I can understand what you're saying, mate, but the last thing I want to touch on with the SFA is just to show the inconsistencies, because obviously that decision, he was booked, right? Now, the letter of the law says if a referee books someone or anything like that, they cannot be then put forward for an additional ban by the SFA, only if the referee doesn't see the incident, right? So anyway, that Hibs player obviously got booked, rightly so, for the horrific challenge on Izagiri, sorry. But then he's been increased to a 2-match ban. And then all the other things we just talked about, the 3 other incidents, one they looked at, which I thought was very interesting because they basically just went against their own rules to give him an increased ban. So I just wanted your thoughts, like, what's the compliance officer then? He's breaking it, or she's breaking her own rules if you believe that she's a woman. Or anything
it's just the SFA.
Yeah. Fair play.
What else can I say? What else can I say? It's just... I mean, when will we ever be able to be satisfied with the decisions made by the high?
When they're only part-time, they're actual people within football in charge. That'd be nice.
So that would be a good start.
Yeah. Ken, does this seem that hard? Get somebody that is within football, that doesn't have ties to any certain club or anything like that, and then get actual full-time referees instead of part-time.
Yeah.
Bang.
One last thing about Celtic before we go. I would just like to ask the audience what they thought about Scott Brown's goal yesterday.
Never seen it.
You never seen it?
I have seen it. Of course I've fucking seen it. Every single time he does anything, I get tagged in it by Celtic fans.
Yeah, because obviously it's just the mark of Bruni being back. Because we're all laughing at him.
He's not. Wait to the Old Firm. Wait to the Old Firm.
Well, we all wait to the Old Firm.
Mate, you just said you're shitting yourself for the Old Firm. No, you're like, you wait and see what.
I never said there was. I never said there was.
CJ, you think it's a good time to play Celtic?
I didn't say I'm shitting myself. I'm still remotely confident for the Old Firm. I was saying, do you think this is a period of time where Rangers could close the gap?
Well, we closed it last time we played G, so obviously.
But then we just opened it again, didn't we?
Well, that's because we were in for fucking Joe Worrell. Joe Worrell! Didn't get me started. But anyway, over at Rangers Football Club then, that's enough about Celtic. But right, on to the Bafamos. Right, mate, I want you to break this one down for me from your point of view, because obviously I made about a 30-minute video on this bad boy. So, Aberdeen 2, Rangers 4.
Your voice. First of all, disappointed. Very disappointed, because I did think that Aberdeen were going to have a decent chance of, and that I've been interrupted again.
Hello, Ryan's mum.
That's unbelievable.
Hello, Ryan's mum.
Hello, that's great.
Is that Jananovich? So that can't happen here. The only person that could walk in on me is rookie boy Johnstone. But it looks like
I don't know why that.
You're like me.
Why didn't I just tell people in that I was live?
Did she just come in and tell you to tidy your bedroom up and pay your covers?
She wanted to tell me something, but I politely told her I will talk to you in about 15 minutes time.
Oh, that's got to be saying no gonads.
It's humiliating. I don't even want to look at the comments section right now.
No, I wouldn't.
I'll leave it out and we'll just continue.
See the unfiltered stuff that I'm commenting to myself in my own head's brilliant, but you would not enjoy any of it.
I hate this.
Oh, right. Right, mate, break down Aberdeen versus Rangers.
I disappointing. I honestly, genuinely thought that Rangers were going to struggle. Really struggle. Yeah. And I was let down by that. And that's not to be biased. I'm not saying that in a fashion. They're like, oh,
you picked Aberdeen to win, I'm sure.
I picked either 1-0 or 2-1.
Yeah.
It was one of these score lines. But here's the main thing that I want to talk about for that game. I mean, there's so many instances we can talk about for that game because there was red cards flying, there was tackles flying. There's so much that we can actually talk about. I feel like I've got my earphones. But put the wrong way on.
You're having a fucking horror show, son.
Should McGregor have been sent off?
Right, that's actually a great point, because I want to tag you in something right now, right, which came from Loris, and I want your live reaction to this. So this can't fail Loris, and I call him that intentionally because of the guy on Spurs TV. He always calls it Loris. That's the way he says it. But where is it? Shit. Right. Right, I'm going to tag you right now, mate. Right, so check it. I want your live reaction because it's in line with this.
Right, okay, right. Full notifications. There's one for CJ. No, that's not.
Right, there it's there now.
Is that you now? Right,
that's me now.
Let's see. Right, here we go.
Watch what Loris does with his leg.
Right, okay. I see.
Right. So that is actually the letter of law. If you're a goalkeeper, you come out like that because you didn't go head first when there's an on-rushing player. You put your leg up to protect yourself at all times. Now, the clip, by the way, that I just showed Ryan is Hugo Lloris versus Leicester City. Exact same situation. Player running, puts his foot up to protect himself, gets the ball, and then throws. The only difference is Jamie Vardy jumps over the goalkeeper, and when Lewis Ferguson obviously ran into him. So I thought it was very, very interesting that a day later, there's that. And then I went in and checked more. I've read all the comments, and goalkeepers and people that played goalie have said that is how they're taught to come out like that. And you see a World Cup winning goalkeeper doing it a day later. The only difference is Jamie Vardy jumps out the way, and there's nothing. There's nothing about it on English media because that's what goalkeepers do. It's so weird.
But look, let's be honest a bit. Let's get real about McGregor's for just a minute. Let's get real for just a second. McGregor,
he's there. He's been naughty, but he's still within his rights to doing that. He's still been naughty.
McGregor has got one foot going that way and one foot aiming right for Ferguson. And he's like, one foot is run here. Both of them could have been
that's Hugo. Wait. That's Hugo Lloris on JB Vardy.
That is right. I get that one. Right. So I'm watching McGregor's and speak. Right. He slides in it, but he slides one leg away from Ferguson. Right. The other. Could have kept him together. Just that's the way I'd personally go about it. But no, he's never.
I'm just busting the ball, mate. I said in the recap that he's been dirty. I'm just taking the piss. Exactly. But I don't think it should have still been like, and I don't think he should be getting a hangy ban, like, you know what I mean? Because I think that's bullshit. Because yes, he's been obviously dirty and cheeky, but 2 minutes later, Ferguson fucking digs into him, and there's no ban. So I didn't agree with the ban. Yes, McGregor's been cheeky there. I think he could potentially move his foot up, but he's still within the letter of the law in what they're actually doing. And I've just shown you a clip by one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League doing the exact same thing to Jamie Vardy.
One of the best keepers in the Premier League is right, Ron.
Come on. He saved a penalty and everything yesterday.
Oh, saved a penalty. Oh, wow.
Mate, you can't get your fucking penalties on target, so don't even talk.
That's what's in many a penalty.
He's saved 6 penalties, actually. He's 6.
But aye,
he's trying to penalty saving back.
He should have been off. Now, Morelos, should he have been off, CJ?
No. See, when I first saw it, I thought he's fucking stamped on him, and I said that to myself, oh, Morelos, what have you done? Because, to be fair, before we go any further, Morelos scored, the second goal was absolutely brilliant. Like, outside the box, controlled, finished fantastic. Morelos had McKenna on toast the entire game. When I first saw it, my reaction was, he stamped on him, what has he done? But then when you actually watch it back from Rangers TV thingy, I might need to tag in this one as well. It's actually McKenna's leg that goes under and lifts Morelos' up. Have you seen that replay?
I'm watching a replay right now on Twitter.
It's actually Morelos doesn't lift his leg. It's McKenna's leg that drags him up.
The angle that I've just got is horrendous. You can't make anything out for that.
Yeah, I'll try. But anyway, give your thoughts on it. I'll find you the clip, mate, and I'll show you that.
For everything I've seen, I believe it's a red card. I obviously need to see what you're talking about. Purely just, and I know we should be, I know we spoke about this whole clean slate thing, but Morelos does not do himself any favours. He is a dirty player. It's part of his game.
I'm saying aggressive player. I wouldn't say dirty because he's clear. He's a Diego Costa. He's like,
who's dirty?
As much as I hate him with every fibre on me, Griffiths is someone who's going to wind up defenders, stand on their toes, talk shit to them, be annoying dickhead. That's just what Morelos does. But Morelos gets red carded.
I think kind of fair to them all as dirty players. I think Diego Costa is a dirty player. I'm waiting to see this highlight you're talking about. I think it was a red. It's just one of these things. Do you think there's a point where maybe you've got to...
One second, I need to plug my laptop in again. Standard me.
Oh, this is... Oh, am I getting the tape? Oh, I'm getting the tape myself. This is great. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Right, welcome back to the channel. CJ's gone, hopefully for good, and get used to the new host because it's mine now. It's all mine. This is my channel. Nope, he's not back. He's not back. Don't believe what this is. This is mine now.
Right, man. No, nothing's yours, mate. Never ever think that ever. Also, I could hear you because I took the mic out. You're a prick. Right, okay. So I'm gonna get you this highlight, but me personally, knew that I've seen the replays. I don't think it's worth of a red card. That's why obviously Rangers appealed the decision. I think when you see this replay, I'll change your mind a little bit.
Do you think so? Do you think it will honestly change my mind?
I genuinely, you completely ignored the Mcgregor thing, which I thought I'd get, the Lloris thing, which I thought would get you, but trying to find this one.
Mcgregor's was purely. I don't know if he intended to make it as bad as what it was, but he intended to take him out. Like he was like, I'm going to do something here.
Ah, yeah, and Ferguson gives him back. That's football. You know what I mean? I got bust in the nose, and then a minute later, I kicked him in the balls.
It's professional football, CJ, for professionals.
Mate, the game's gone too soft now. Everyone's scared to touch each other. It's getting pish. The game's dead.
I miss the days where you were allowed to just sock each other.
Like, remember, like, Souness and Vinnie Jones days where you could actually just go inside and change your DNA? Now you can't do that.
Believe it, I didn't believe that, CJ, because I wasn't fucking alive. So it's a bit hard. Hard for me to remember those days. I remember his fucking Gary Caldwell.
Jesus Christ, what a sad life you've had.
I mean, Gary Caldwell was a cracking defender. You can't find anybody else video.
I'll find you later on, mate. But from the angle that I'll show you later on is it's McKenna's leg that brings Morelos' up, and I think Morelos could stand, but he actually just he stands on the back of his fucking. He doesn't even hit him in the gonads, what I thought. So I'm going to say no, and I'm going to take a lot of flack for that. But I don't think
So you believe the SFA appeal made by Rangers should have had more?
Yeah, 100%. When you actually watch it back from the angle, surely.
I just think there's I think Steven Gerrard has to sit and have a few words with the team and go, you know what, let's be nice. Let's not break anybody's legs. Let's take a leaf from Brendan Rodgers.
But why is Morelos getting all the shit when it was McKenna that tried to kick him in the face?
That's the only thing I can't exactly comment.
Like, what the fuck? Where's the media? He tried to kick him in the face, and he barely. I know he didn't get a lot of contact, but he tried to kick him in the face.
I think ultimately, at the end of the day, it just all comes back to the fact that Morelos has never done himself any favours since the minute he got into Scottish football, and
it's just pish. It's his reputation that's went against him again.
Reputation is going to consistently go against him, and sometimes you go to admit that's partly his own fault. But I can understand the frustration. I'd understand it if it was me who was on that side. But it's like sometimes because I hear Rangers fans talk about it myself. And like
Rangers fans talk about it myself. There's the clip, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. There it is. Thanks, Ryan.
What did I say?
Rangers fans talk myself. So it's like you're one of the Rangers fans talking about it.
I said, if you play it back, what I said was Rangers fans talking about it myself. I hear Rangers fans talking about it myself. That's what I said.
Right, okay, I wasn't listening a minute.
That is what I said.
I'm going to say, I'm going to let you finish your point, but Jack Stewart's been putting in the chat, and what about Powers kicking Jack? I'm going to ask him that in a minute, mate. Don't worry, I've seen the comment. I will remind to see that as well. But Ryan, continue with your point, mate.
I've heard Rangers fans talk about it myself, and that is the fact that Morelos needs to just take a wee minute to evaluate, just to get himself down to earth, and then things will be Gucci for him. Maybe, perhaps. I'm going to look for a pen, but don't worry, I'm still here. I can hear you.
Right, okay, mate. So I disagree. I think playing on, like, I know Gerrard's used this phrase a little bit, playing on the edge is his game, like aggressive. Diego Costa has never, like, started taking it easy or anything like that. He's always continued to be the exact same way.
You can never turn into somebody and go, do you what, just absolutely change everything about your style, change everything about your game. If somebody plays like that, they play like that. And if it's what a manager likes, I suppose. So, you know what? It's just a lot of. It's just got to be the media and stuff that get to the referees and decisions are going to be made. And some people won't be happy. Some people will be happy. That's just
yeah. I mean, I guess that's fair. Maybe. Is there anything else you want to break down? What about Jermaine Defoe's beautiful goal when Aberdeen fans were singing "Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya?" every time he touched it, and then he takes a touch and bangs it. That's moment of class. Come on.
I hope you have a better Aberdonian impression inside you.
Oh no, I didn't. I was going to do the wee boys with glasses, but I just thought I better know. It's a bit like you though. But that goal was absolutely top notch. The first touch, the bang, beautiful. What did you think about Defoe's finish? Hostile atmosphere as well.
Yeah, it's a decent finish. He's a good player. He's always been a good finisher, so he knows what he's doing.
Just wanted you to say that. Was great. Thank you.
I mean, I can't deny. I can't turn around and
Where's my fucking laptop not charging, mate?
Do you expect me ever to turn around and say Jermaine Defoe is not a good player?
Well, you just have, so you're a lying bastard.
I'll say it that he's currently not a good player, but he's a good player and he knows what he's doing. So
yeah, it's actually 4 league appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist, but he's also got 2 penalties, which is actually pretty tidy. Because I've seen like a suggestion for the media. Who was it? The commentator was saying Defoe's not really adjusted to life in Scotland. I'm like,
no,
really? Is he not? Okay.
The one thing that you want to bring up, if you still want to, is the whole Alan Power Ryan Jack.
Oh yeah, mate. I've got. Did I not send you this video? Like, did I not send you a video of Ryan Jack getting kicked in the face? I was like, have you seen this?
I'm sure you did send me the video. I'm looking at it anyway, but
it's absolutely horrific. How he's not been sent off for that is an absolute disgrace and an embarrassment to the game. I've heard all this. He's got his eye on the ball. He's fucking ran and booted him in the face.
The argument of he's got his eye on the ball. Fair enough. He's got his eye on the ball, but you can't get away with just. Yeah, that's a brogue kick. That's a Sheamus style brogue kick.
That's a finisher. He's just won the WWE Championship at Mania with that.
Exactly.
I've just sent you a video, mate, just to remind you for that actual angle. Look how long he's got to pull his foot out of the way, and he does the fuck did it. How that's not right in front of the ref.
Someone has also tagged me in the Scott McKenna, Alfredo Morelos.
That's not the exact one. I want Rangers TV with the front angle that you can see McKenna's leg grabbing up.
Okay. But I know I believe should have been red carded and banned for that.
Yeah. Man, Chris Sutton, your man, came out and basically said Kilmarnock should be doing it 9 men, with that one in that. So when Chris Sutton saying that, you can. There's something wrong.
Well, I did pass a few things on Twitter for people like Alan Ruff saying he shouldn't be suspended. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, but you ken what they're all like, man. They're all corrupt, isn't it? Or just towing the line to keep their wee cushy jobs. That's all it is. Because there's all the media's jumping off. It's just all went to YouTube now. They've started doing live streams. They're coming after us. Have you seen this?
The Spfl show can never be topped.
I just want to shout out, what's his name? Let me just check the thing. This guy, basically, the sports scene guy tweeted out he was going to go live, kind of like what Gary Lineker actually does. And the top comment in that thread came from JVC Cam 96. He says, no thanks. I get my football analysis from the SPFL show on YouTube. Much better, and no Michael Stewart to ruin it. So thank you so much, mate. I saw that and I absolutely loved that. So thank you very much.
I wish I seen it myself so I could retweet it, but I do appreciate it.
Right, mate. Right. But I thought the game was very good. There's like everything about the game was exciting. It was back and forth. The red cards, if I'm honest, kind of ruined the game because it was literally bang, bang, bang. After the red card, I thought Aberdeen played better than Rangers and took care of the game. But when it mattered the most, Jermaine Defoe get one chance. He bangs it in the back of net, silences the Lambs, and that was it. Done.
Silences the Lambs. That was very clever.
Thank you.
I don't know if you came up with it yourself, but
I'd done it in the fan read. I can't take. I'd already done it, but the original idea was funny. But now it's just recycled part.
Aye, I know. I've been disappointed.
Fuck, Devon. That's the end. Right, bye everybody.
I never told me that. You could have got away with it. I know it's good when you see Scottish football getting played at its best, even when it contains the rivals.
Yeah, mate. I like that, mate. I like that. But anyway, that's going to be the sort of end. Now it's time for the goal of the week. Shall we dive into it, mate?
Aye.
It's going to be exciting. Goal of the week. Who's it from you? And this is going to also include you guys in the comments. So you fire yours in. I'll shout it, and we're good to go. Ryan. Also, it includes the Scottish Cup game. So on you go.
Oh, that's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Scott Arfield, he never scored.
You're funny.
El Hadji Diouf.
Funny. You're funny, I know.
Is that Jiffy? You didn't know Jiffy, yeah?
That's exactly what I'm doing. No, I'm doing it.
And he done that with the cup in the same season, but everyone talks about them. That was fun.
Scott Brown, goal of the week.
Fuck off.
Yep.
Scott Brown. It was a good goal, to be fair. I think he's tried to pass that.
How many times, CJ, am I going to get the chance to see Scott Brown scored goal of the week? How many times? That was his first goal in almost 2 years.
Rightly so.
Rightly so. He had to play. He had his best season.
That was a pass. He was kicking that out.
Great goal for Brown. I mean,
to be fair, it was a good goal, but there's only one goal to win goal of the week. There's only one goal, and it comes from the man himself, Stephen Dobie. That goal is just absolutely frightening. And if you've not seen the goal, please go and watch it versus Aberdeen. It's like he hits it with about 4 Aberdeen players around him, and he gets it so much in the corner, you could literally do that around the ball right in the top corner, and it's there. Phenomenal strike, 30 yards out, unfreaking believable. Stephen Dobie has to be.
It does make you question whether or not, like, is a Scottish football when you see that goal. Like, it is unbelievably good.
Yeah, it's just frightening, mate. And I really like the story. Like, he's went to Queen of the South. He's had plenty of other offers in January as well, but he's went back to the club that made him, and he's trying to give back. When everything's about money and everything in football, the fact that he's taking lower money just to give back to the team that he started with before he finishes up, that's a great, fantastic story. What a lad. I know he was at Rangers a while as well, came through us as well, but phenomenal thing to do with Scottish football. I wish more people was as loyal like that. Seems like loyalty is very lost these days, but I really like that.
Well, hopefully we see the likes of Callum McGregor and Kieran Tierney and such for as long as possible.
I have no idea who you're talking about. Ryan Jack goes there.
Callum McGregor, the best player in Scotland.
Come on, they talk pish. Right, I was going to do sort of the predictionions. Have you got your pen and paper ready?
I have got my ink ready.
Oh wow!
Because I broke the pen.
Maybe we should maybe tweet it out then.
Let's attempt to write the ink. You know.
All right. Okay. Let's see if this is going to work. Also, I want to read out some of the people's as well for firing in. Let's see. Joe Drover strikes in Jermaine Defoe. Very good, mate. It's a very composed finish. Ben Baker says Dobie. Connor Watson says Dobie. I love saying Dobie. I don't know. Chaz Moff says Dobie.
The majority of the chat said Dobie. Let's just
be honest with you. I'm looking at it right now. It's just It's just Dobbs.
So what are we doing here? Are we writing down the predictions or are we tweeting predictions? What's happening here?
Which is one? Do you want to read? Like, let's do it rapid fire because I've actually got to bounce because Fiona's back from Sweden today, so I'm going on.
Sweden, yeah.
So we've got Hibernian versus Hamilton. What are you thinking? You're going. You're a big fanny.
I mean, let's be honest. Hamilton got a big win there. Hibs struggling, but Hibs look as though the new manager will be in, and I'm going to be faithful and go for a 1-0 Hibs win.
Really? Well, you're wrong. I've never been more confident in a result. Hamilton 1-0. I'm telling you.
Let's see. 2 1-0s, but on the other ends.
Rugby Beasts also, by the way, writes Hibs 2, Aki's 2. Christopher Gibson says 1-0 Hamilton. Well done, Chris. Billy Kay says 2-0 to Hibs. Ben Baker, Hamilton 3. Imre hat-trick. Shout out to Sharp Dev. I'm sure he's enjoying a cigar and a massive pint. We need to get him back training as soon as possible. Have you seen his Instagram?
I have.
It's about 6 months of training just gone. The amount he's been down in.
Well, I mean, you wait till you see me when I'm back for Benidorm, CJ.
No, I'd rather not.
Oh, there's Alexa again. Hello. Every week Alexa just loves to slip itself in there.
That's
just somehow.
So let's carry on. Also, how are you feeling about Hibernian, by the way? Are you still confident with them finishing saying? Because all I'm going to say is I don't think Celtic will drop that many points. I know injuries are a big thing, but it's going to be interesting to see.
That is literally because I say no every week, and you've got yourself, what else happens every week? Oh, I make
That's exactly what I say to myself.
I can make a worst joke possible, and you did it.
Right. So, okay, Aberdeen versus St Mirren.
4-0 Aberdeen. Gonna go for a score as high as that.
I'll go 3-0. I'll go with Cosgrove to score 2, score 1 offside goal, and score a handball. That gets eventually rolled out as well. So, yeah. Aberdeen 3-0. I'll give you a minute to write that down. Write that. Hey, I tell you, son, if that fucking comes up, I'm going viral. Like, someone will just clip that. If that happens identical. Right.
I keep one for it.
Aye, no, I can't. I retired a loser at betting. I'd never recommend it. Jake Vulcan, shout out, says Hamilton 3-1. Bob Steele, Aberdeen 5-1 to obviously Aberdeen. Graham Ando says 4-0 Aberdeen. Mark Dowell says 3-1 Hamilton. 2-0 comes from the Ackies. That's some of the ones obviously previously. And the last two we'll read out come from the Tonic. He says 4-0 to the Sheep, and James Hunter chips in with a massive 7-0 to Aberdeen.
I mean, you could look at this the way St Mirren played at Ibrox, where Rangers could have absolutely pummeled them. This genuinely,
their goalie kept them alive. Like,
if that keeper doesn't have as good a game as what he did, we could look at a potential 7-0 this weekend.
We talked about that last week. It should have been about 10-9 to Rangers last week, but the goalie kept them in it. But anyway, on the next one, Livingston versus Dundee. I'll go first with this one. I am going to go with a solid no. I'm going for back-to-back Boars.
I'm telling you, like, we are feeling it here.
Okay, first of all, never say we again. Let's. Are you actually going 0-0 again? Are you?
No, I'm not going to go 0-0. I was thinking draw though, and I'm going to say 1-0.
All right, okay, score draw.
Yep,
let's see what other people's got to say. Rugby B says 1-1. James Stewart says 1-0 Livy. Again, I was thinking that too, to be honest. Curry Muncher says 1-0 Livy. Gillian Brown 3-2 Livy. That'd be a good game to watch. I like that. Joe Drover also writes in 2-2. The last one we'll actually read it comes from Motherwell versus... no, sorry. There's a couple more. Motherwell versus Hearts. What are you thinking?
Oh, Motherwell versus Hearts. Well, Hearts is coming off the back of a stinker. I'm feeling another draw in there, but I'm going to say 2-2 this time.
Wow.
2-2 draw.
It's hard because you've got Hearts, right? They've got a really, like, they're getting their players back. They're looking good. They just had a good result in the Cup where they blitzed like a junior team. I can understand your pros and cons for that, but Motherwell 5 on the bounce. Will they make it 6? No. Hearts 1-0.
1-0 Hearts. Ooh. Okay then.
Yeah, I feel that. Let's see another one. Molly writes in Hearts 2-1. Let's see if anyone else. Alex Dickinson says 2-0, and John David 2106 puts 3-2 to Hearts. I believe he's probably tried to say that. Right. I never knew it was Kilmarnock you were up against. Kilmarnock versus Celtic at Rugby Park.
I'll be there. The day before.
Yeah.
I mean, we've yet to do it. We've yet to go and play Stevie.
And you're playing in Europe, aren't you?
Yep. We have yet to go to Stevie Clark's Kilmarnock side at Rugby Park and get a positive result.
I'm ready. Kilmarnock 1-0.
I'm ready. Is that yours?
Yeah.
Is that yours?
Genuinely.
Fair play, and I can understand. Usually every week I go, oh, come on. You know,
then I say, all right, 2-0, but no.
This week I can really understand it, but I am going to go reverse and say 1-0 Celtic because I never not back my own team. So.
Right, okay, mate. You're the opposite of Gogsy. And the last one we'll read out comes from. Oh, sorry, a couple more for the hang it. Billy K writes 4-0 Kilmarnock, which would be tidy. Luke 26 says 2-1 Kelly. Gio says 1-0 Kelly. But see, be honest with you, see every time you think like, oh, that's a tough game for Celtic, you seem to lose that, but then when you think it's a sure shot, that's when you mess it up. That's quite annoying. But. I think European football, there's a reduced squad. Kilmarnock very good at home.
Will Malimbu deal damage?
He'll not be able to play, will he? He's on loan. Unless you've got that in his clause. I know years ago Morientes when he went on loan to Monaco and put Real Madrid out and never played another game for Real Madrid when he went back.
I know one, that's quite bad.
But I'm pretty sure he's out that game, mate. I'm sure it is because he's on loan. That's the same with Ryan Hardy as well when we played Livy.
Unless there's a thing because, but no.
The Wolves also injured because he missed the game versus us, so that's a massive plus if he's out for you as well. Come on, please, just bring him back, please. Right, last one will be Rangers versus St Johnstone.
2-0 Rangers.
Just 2.
Just a 2.
Okay.
I think St Johnstone.
Rangers at home, by the way.
I know.
Right, okay. And also, if you'd like to see my prediction, check on Friday night when it's on the channel right here at CGNovo992. Shout out to Joe Drover, by the way. He's tipped £2 in the chat. Thank you so much. It says 2-1 Kelly, Chris Boyd, and Jordan Jones. Now that would be staunch. I'd forgive him for the other goal he scored earlier if he does that. So the last one, let's see what the people are saying. Graham Ando says 2-0 Rangers. Robert Kelly, 3-1 to the famous. Lewis Humphreys, 3-1 to Rangers. Scott McCauley writes 7-0 to Rangers. That was the one I was about to read out. And Rugby B says 3 Tavernier penalties. But there it is. That's pretty solid, mate. I feel like that's a successful show.
2 weeks in a row where I feel like we have done a grand job. And
one of us has, and it's not you.
I feel like you have secretly enjoyed these 2 weeks. You have loved every single minute of it. And there's actually a part of you that's hot to have back next week.
You couldn't be further off, mate. Just let the team you supported, you're wrong. Okay, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Maybe tell them where they can find you on the internet, Ryan.
YouTube at Ryan118 and Twitter/Instagram at Ryan Stephen with a VF. D space H says CJ, give us a shout out, legend. Shout out. And I've been CJ Nova 92. Thank you so much for watching and bye.